The images in the following program are highly sensitive and may be as disturbing to viewers as they were to us. However, we have to show the truth about animal cruelty.
This is Stop Animal Cruelty on Supreme Master Television, where we are discussing the appalling annual slaughter of thousands of harp seal babies. What about the ones who slaughter the seals, the sealers?
It was so bad this year when we were on the ice. We actually saw seals that were killed and just left there, killed and left behind. Cut open. There was a white coat seal, his split down the middle, skin peeled back, left to rot on the ice. They're just being killed for no reason, just for the sake of killing them. There's no need, no good reason for this to be going on at all, at all. The suffering, I can tell you that we've seen year after year after year. The sealers don't need to follow the regulations because they know that nobody is watching them for the most part. For last year, the information we got that for 1,800 boats hunting in an area of 200,000 square kilometers or more, they had 3 helicopters to monitor the hunt. 3 helicopters can't tell if sealers are following the rules. They know they're not being monitored. And even when we're there on the ice, we see horrible examples of suffering that should not be allowed. We see seals that are clubbed on the head, injured but not killed. They're left there choking on their own blood. We've seen seals that have been clubbed, temporarily made unconscious while the sealer goes off and does something else, and then they regain consciousness and start crawling around in severe pain, blood coming out of everywhere. It's horrible. This year we saw this quite often too, seals that are clubbed and they get to the water's edge, or they manage to escape before the sealer can get to them. So these are animals, they call them struck and lost. They're dying long, slow, painful deaths under the water. It's horrible.
Harp seals are migratory species, and so, as Ms. Fink points out, the issue of killing seals for fur is an international matter.
So wildlife is an international resource that should be cherished by people around the world. And so I think it's important that other countries do learn about the seal hunt. And if they don't want to be a part of it, which is what's happening in Europe, they have the right to close their markets to seal products and say, we don't want to be part of this suffering that's going on.
As part of the International Fund for Animal Welfare, Canada's initiative to ban the seal slaughter by informing government officials and the media of the gruesome truth behind the seal fur trade, they take the officials and media personnel to the scene of the carnage.
We'll bring politicians and journalists, because once you're on the ice and you have this experience of being with the seal pups and just spending time with them and watching them, and then if you go back a few days later when the hunt has started and the ice is just covered in blood and carcasses, and seeing those two things back to back is a very, very powerful experience for a lot of people.
In May 2009, the European Parliament voted by an overwhelming majority to ban the import of seal products. Of this landmark decision, Rebecca Eldworth, director of the Humane Society International Canada, wrote on her organisation's website, "The EU, or European Union, acted on behalf of its citizens, and in doing so has saved millions of defenceless seals from a horrible fate." In June 2009, the 2009 commercial hunt for harp seals was officially closed, and a lower number of seals were slaughtered as compared to years past. The change has been attributed in part to the European Union's noble decision. Still, even the death of one of these precious beings is too much, and there is much more work to be done. Ms. Fink offers some suggestions on how we can all help end the violence.
Well, the most important thing people can do is, of course, not buy seal products. Don't buy seal fur, don't buy seal meat, Don't buy seal oil capsules. Don't buy seal products. Don't be a part of the suffering. Another thing people can do is to be more politically engaged. In Canada, we're asking people to write to their members of parliament to tell them that they oppose the seal hunt and want to see it ended. Around the rest of the world, we're asking people to write or contact the Canadian Embassy.
Please lend your voice to the cause of stopping animal suffering, wherever and whenever it occurs. Also, please consider protecting all forms of life by adopting a compassionate, healthy, plant-based diet. Together, we can bring an end to the anguish of our fellow beings. To close, we would like to sincerely thank Cheryl Fink and the International Fund for Animal Welfare Canada and Rebecca Eldworth and the Humane Society International Canada for all they are doing to safeguard the precious lives of the seals. May heaven bless your noble work. Concerned viewers, thank you for your company today on Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants. Up next is enlightening entertainment after noteworthy news. May all animal life be respected and cherished.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/stop-animal-cruelty.